Here we go. All right, you guys, welcome to tonight's Heart and Body Naturals product call. And I'm going to share my screen real quick and go ahead and pull the slides up. If you'll do us a favor, go ahead and comment below where you're dialing in from. We love to hear how far our reach is, how far out we're making an impact. Okay, we love these products, and as many people as we can get to know about them, the better. My name is Landy Martin. I'm a Sapphire Director here and a product trainer with Heart and Body Naturals. Absolutely love the products, the company, the culture, the team. I've been here almost 3 years. So happy to be here, you guys, and so happy to share with you tonight some of these amazing products. So as I said before, do us a favor, comment in the chat where you're tuning in from. Also, right after this call, we have Coach Marcus, who does a business opportunity call. So you're going to want to jump on that at 7:30. His call starts at 7:30 sharp. So we'll be sure and be done and off of here. We're going to have a fun and informative call as always. Tonight, we're going to talk about some products that are going to help you chill out, calm, and relax and have a good night's sleep. You know, sleep is one of those things that so many people struggle with. So I'm looking forward to sharing with you some products that could help. First, I want to announce our events. We have an event coming up in Atlanta, May the 20th. We also, the details on that will be an HBN Supreme team. And then we have an event in Florida that is going to be happening in June. So we really hope to see anybody in the Rockstars team at that June event. And we look forward to all being under the same roof again soon. But, you know, our teams are growing so fast that we now have multiple events going on and they're just a month apart. So just want to announce that we have those two. So stay tuned for more details on those. We also still have our ongoing weight loss challenge, guys. We're in the last 9 days. It's so exciting. We've actually made it this far into that challenge. Now, if you're interested in making money to lose weight or just interested in losing weight, join our official HBN 90-Day Slimmer group. It's a great group for recipes. We just finished a 3-day liver cleanse in March, and we are looking forward to doing that again sometime in April. So join us if you're interested in cleansing your liver. After this 90-day challenge, you can always join at any time and do our challenge, but we are going to do a lot of fun, different challenges in this group, guys. We're going to do like a 10-day ab blaster and things like that to help people, stay toned, lose weight, reach their goals. So join us there in that group. It's called the HBN Slimmer 90-Day Challenge. So I want to talk for a second just about ways to improve your sleep habits, okay? Because we're going to talk tonight about some products that can help improve that. And it is something that most Americans actually don't get enough sleep, and studies have shown that it's best to get between 7 and 9 hours. Some people do function okay on 6, but we really, most of us need 7 to 9. So aim to try to get that, okay? Try to go to bed a little bit earlier. Set your thermostat at an optimal temperature, and what the studies show on that is between 67 and 69, believe it or not. So if you set at that temperature, you're not going to be too hot, you're not going to be too cold, and you're going to get a better night's sleep. Create a nice, dark, quiet environment. Be sure you're off your phone and not watching TV right before bed. I know I have a bad habit of being in my phone, but you're really going to sleep better if you can kind of decompress and let your brain shut down before you do try to go off to sleep. Also, it's not good to eat too close to bedtime. So I think 3 or 4 hours is better than 2, but this is recommended. I got this from some resources. So also going to bed and waking up at the same time. I don't know about you, I'm a night owl. I love to stay up late and sleep in, but I'm always more productive when my son's in school because we leave the house, I have to get up at 7 o'clock or 7:20. So, but it's good to just have that routine, get up, go to bed at the same time. Also, we have some other products that we are not going to be covering tonight that also help with sleep. And I just want to mention them real quick. We have our HBN Sleep Cream. It has lavender, it has magnesium, which we're going to be talking about tonight, and the critical mineral and what that does for you. We also have our Becalm, and Pearl Director Michelle will be talking about that tonight, and Mind, which is going to be covered by Nicole Estep. And that is a product that can help calm your mind before and help you get restful sleep. Also CBD. And then of course we have several essential oils. You can add these to bath salts, take a bath at night with these in the salt, and it will actually help calm you and help you get a better night's sleep. So just wanted to give you a few tips there before we dive in. And as always, we want to mention a few of our partners, our manufacturer partners. All of the ingredients here that we start with are pure, raw, and natural. We never heat our ingredients. They're gently blended. We work with a world-renowned formulator. Her name is Alexandria Brighton. I don't know if you've heard of her, but she's absolutely incredible. She's been an Ayurvedic formulator for over 30 years. She's a master herbalist and an aromatherapist. And we are so blessed to have her here. She formulates most of our products. And so with that said, we want you to feel really, really good about what you're using here, that it's good. You can recommend it for your friends, your family, anybody you care about, because these ingredients are pure. So anything you hear about on tonight's call is not designed to diagnose, treat, or prevent any disease. And that is an FDA disclaimer. It's required by law. So whether you're getting a product at Walmart, Amazon, Whole Foods, or anywhere, that is an FDA disclaimer that you will see. So don't let that alarm you. But we are not providing medical advice, and anything of our products is not designed to treat any disease. All right, I'm so excited. We have our featured guest, and we have Nicole Estep. She is a naturopath, and she is really tearing it up here at Heart Body Naturals, you guys. She's not even been with the company very long. She is already a 24K Pearl Director. So congratulations on that, Nicole. And she's going to give us her testimony on mind. She has a very powerful testimony, and I don't think everybody's heard it. So I'm excited for her to share that with you tonight, and also talk about the product and what it does. And these some information about her on the slide here. She had her own fitness facility. She's a master certified trainer. So she's very qualified and knowledgeable on these products. So Nicole, I am going to unmute you real quick. There you are.
Hi, Landy. Can you hear me?
I can. Thank you.
Hi. Thank you for all those good nuggets in the beginning. I appreciate it. So I want to talk to you guys tonight about Mind. And Mind was I was on the search for really good products last year. So I'll just tell you a quick testimony about myself. So 3 years ago, actually in June of 2019, I was a big road biker, kind of like Lance Armstrong. And I was riding my bike to my gym. I would do that back and forth every day. And I was struck by an SUV. So I had a terrible traumatic brain injury. My helmet was actually split down the middle. And I had a compound fracture of my left wrist, among other injuries. So when I woke up from that a week and a half later, I was a different person. I had a severe concussion. I had memory loss. I had anxiety that I never had before. I really there were people that were my clients that came into the gym that I knew, but I couldn't remember their names. Literally 3 years ago, I could never even have done this call. First of all, by the end of the day, I would have been shot. And secondly, I would have never remembered all of this that I was telling you. My sleep was terrible. I could not sleep. And I just felt basically in that fight or flight mode constantly. So headaches, neck pain, you name it. So I was really, of course, I was a naturopath, and I was struggling with, do I take prescription medications? Because literally nothing was working. So I was put on Adderall very shortly after my accident, just because I couldn't function. Literally, I couldn't function. So for a very short time, maybe 4 or 5 months, realized that I could not be on prescription medication. So I went off of it and basically just suffered until I found these products. And literally, when I started taking these products, everything changed. I felt like my brain almost felt like a computer and somebody unplugged it. And when I started taking these products, it was like someone plugged the computer back in and rebooted it. So, really within a week, I felt dramatically different. My anxiety was lessened. I started sleeping probably within the first 2 or 3 weeks. I started sleeping through the night for the first time I've had since my accident. And I was actually dreaming. Like, that's how deep of a sleep I was getting. And after a traumatic brain injury, your brain heals when you sleep. But I just couldn't get that good night's sleep. So it was what my body was craving all along. And so really just this sense of calm came over me. And as the months go on, and as I'm on these products longer and longer, my memory's coming back, my brain is sharper. I mean, my kids see a difference, my husband sees a difference, my friends and family see a difference. So I feel like literally I got my life back and I got my brain back. And I remember my neurologist saying to me, Nicole, you're never going to fix this. You're never going to knit those neuro pathways back together. And I just didn't believe him. So I was like, no, you do. I'm going to do this. So giving your body, God made our bodies to self-correct. So when we give our bodies what it needs to do that, then we can heal. And so I can tell literally that my brain is knitting these neural pathways back together and creating new superhighways up there in my noggin. So I really and the mind is really the product that I take. I do the healing trilogy, but I really do extra of the mind because I know it gives me that emotional balance, like Landy has on the slide, and it really helps with that anxiety, and it helps my brain kind of calm down, gives me that sleep so I can heal. And the biggest thing is, my brain was injured. Your brain it floats around in your head up there. So mine was like, mine kind of got jarred in there. So it had inflammation. So there are some things in this particular product that really help combat inflammation. And so I'm just going to highlight a few of these ingredients for you, just so you can have some common knowledge about the product. And then I'll pass it back to Landy. So Camu Camu is really a great ingredient. It's actually God's version of vitamin C. So it really is providing my brain and our brains, all of our brains, with the nutrients it needs. And it actually comes from the rainforest of like Peru, over in Brazil and Ecuador, places like that. And they kind of refer to it as like a cherry, but it starts out pale yellow, and as it ripens, it gets deep purple. So it's a beautiful plant, and it's considered a superfood. So it's really going to help reduce the inflammation, more specific all over your body, but specifically your brain. And it really does help your body fight that oxidative stress that we all suffer from just from daily life here. So that's the Camu Camu. DHA is the next ingredient I would like to highlight, and that is the omega-3. That's the good fat that our brain needs, again, for nourishment. So it does many, many things, much like the Camu Camu, but more specifically for our brain. It may improve your peeps with ADHD, anxiety, depression, things like that, impulsive behaviors, difficulty concentrating, for children all the way up into adulthood. And also it has been shown in Alzheimer's patients to help them, help support their memory, and help kind of re-knit those neural pathways back together. It really is essential for a function for your nervous system. So this particular ingredient. The last one is curcumin or turmeric. And the benefits for this ingredient are very, very long. But just know that this particular ingredient is a very potent anti-inflammatory. As a matter of fact, it is more potent I would say, and studies have shown, not just me, it is more potent as an anti-inflammatory as ibuprofen and aspirin. And so they've actually done the studies, and they've shown that the doses of around about 500 milligrams of this taken twice a day offer significant benefits to life-ending diseases such as like heart disease, lung disease, Alzheimer's, things like that. So that is basically Mind. And as Landy says on the screen as well, it can also help with migraines. And I bet you I've had in the last probably 2 months, I've had one headache, which is way, I mean, I was literally getting them 3, 4, 5 times a week, debilitating headaches since my accident. And I haven't really had them since, like I said, once in the last 2 months. So really powerful stuff. Great thing to add to your water, your juice. You could sprinkle it on your oatmeal, put it in your smoothies. It retails for $59.95. Wholesale price is $49.95, and you will get 40 PV for that. That's all I have, Landy.
Thank you so much. Before you go, you say you take extra Mind. I'm just curious, do you take like an extra scoop, or how much more are you taking?
I do. Like if I have, so I typically take 2 scoops a day, but if I have a day where my brain just feels off and I just feel wonky, for lack of a better word, I will take up to 3 scoops. So
okay, awesome.
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I was totally curious about that when you said that. So thank you so much for sharing your testimony.
You're welcome.
It's incredible. Congratulations on, your journey back to health. And I appreciate you sharing that with us and all the details and everything. Like, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And when she talks about turmeric without the side effects, guys, those aspirin and Tylenol and all that tear up your gut. They tear up your stomach. So we have powerful ingredients here that can help with that inflammation. So next I have the one and only Pearl Director, almost 50K. She's so close. I wouldn't be surprised if she's there by tonight, but she is an amazing bank of knowledge regarding these products. And I'm going to unmute her now. She's going to talk about Magnesium Becalm, another incredible product. So here we go, Michelle.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
I hear you good.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Landy. Tina, thank you for putting this together every week. And Nicole, what an amazing testimony. God bless you, girlfriend. Thank you so much for sharing it with us. I am going to be talking about our Magnesium Becalm mineral. Magnesium is a critical mineral that's responsible for over 300 enzyme reactions. Magnesium is found in all of our tissues, but mainly in our bones, muscles, and our brain. It is the second most abundant element inside the human cells and the 4th most abundant positively charged ion in the human body. A deficiency in this critical nutrient makes you twice as likely to die as other people, according to a study published in the Journal of Intensive Care Medicine. It also accounts for a long list of symptoms and diseases which are easily helped and often cured by adding this nutrient. Magnesium is required for energy production, oxidative phosphorylation, and glycolysis. It contributes to the structural development of bone and is required for the synthesis of DNA, RNA, and the antioxidant glutathione. Magnesium also plays a role in the active transport of calcium and potassium ions across cell membranes, a process that is important to nerve impulse conduction, muscle contraction, and normal heart rhythm. Early signs of magnesium deficiency can include loss of appetite, nausea, vomiting, fatigue, and weakness. As magnesium deficiency worsens, additional symptoms may include numbness, tingling, muscle contractions, cramps, seizure, personality changes, abnormal heart rhythms, and coronary spasms. Magnesium deficiency can lead to other health-related problems, including high blood pressure and heart disease, diabetes, osteoporosis, and migraine headaches. Habitually low intake of magnesium induce changes in biochemical pathways that can increase the risk of illness over time. With its role in regulating the thousands of biochemical reactions that occur on an ongoing basis, sufficient magnesium is essential to achieve the delicate balance necessary to the body's function. The importance of magnesium ions for life itself, as well for overall vibrant health, is hard to overstate. Magnesium Becalm is with our magnesium. So there's different forms. Ours is magnesium glycinate, and it's made with reverse osmosis water, which is purified twice. As all of our minerals are 4 times concentrate, and angstrom absorption is cellular absorbed and does not pass through digestion. So if you've ever heard of colloidal, like colloidal silver, colloidal is the absorption, and colloidal does pass through digestion. So you truly are getting the best absorption with our angstrom minerals. So the magnesium glycinate, which is one of the most bioavailable and absorbable forms of magnesium, and also the least likely to induce diarrhea, it is the safest option for correcting long-term deficiencies. Now, there's a very common gene that many of us have. It's called MTHFR, which is methylene tetrahydrofolate reductase, and over 60% of Americans have either a single or double mutation of this, and they have no idea. So your MTHFR gene is known as the methylation master. The role of your MTHFR gene is to produce L-methylfolate, and it's essential to supporting an important process called methylation. So if you have dirty genes, which is your MTHFR, so is your methylation, okay? And this is so important for when you're detoxing and all that stuff. So dirty methylation is associated with high blood pressure, high histamine, gallbladder stagnation, high homeocysteine, and imbalanced neurotransmitters. So now that you know about the genes, some of you may be wondering what methylation is. So methylation is a chemical process that can either turn a gene, enzyme, or receptor on or off. And methylation affects the body's natural detoxification process. So if you're detoxing, you want to make sure your detox pathways are open. This is all critical functions of our genetics, guys. Our genetic makeup determines how well we methylate. And some people are poor methylators, and they're required extra nutrients such as magnesium to keep methylation cycles running smoothly. And deficiencies of nutrients such as magnesium can contribute to poor methylation. Magnesium is a cofactor ingredient in the methylation cycle. And if you have MTHFR deficiency, and if you're deficient in magnesium, it can also lead to other things such as agitation, addiction, anemia, anxiety, cold hands and feet, chronic fatigue, confusion, coronary artery spasms, depression, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, insomnia, inflammation, kidney stones, palpitations, poor appetite, osteoporosis, tremors, and vertigo. Those are just a few, guys. So it's really important to know if you have MTHFR or not, especially if you're deficient in certain minerals. Dosing of our magnesium is liquid 4-ounce bottle, 1 full dropper is 4 milliliters. Each milliliter is 296 milligrams of magnesium. You take it sublingual, and there's dosing on the product information for children and adults. So for additional information on magnesium, please refer back to the person that invited you. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you so much. That was so much information. We appreciate you. Next, we're going to go ahead and move on to the one and only Jessica Tossi. Tossi with the saucy. Let me find her real quick. She is going to be covering Calm tonight. And then we are going to jump off and get on Marcus's call. All right, Jess, I'm looking for you. There's a lot of people on tonight, almost 60 people on the call, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it so much. We hope you're getting some value.
Can you hear me?
Oh, there you are. Perfect. Yes, take the floor.
Awesome. All right, so I'm going to talk about Calm Essential Oil. You can use this sweet smelling blend to assist your nervous system while breaking life-draining addictions. The beautiful fragrance helps one's nerves stay calm and supports a person emotionally to remain resolute in the desire to overcome addictive behaviors. Children find this blend very relaxing, particularly if they're overstimulated and cannot go to sleep. This blend has been diffused with good success in schools with children who have ADD or ADHD who cannot settle down in the afternoons. The essential oils in this formula have a direct response on the brain. Therefore, it is most effective when it is inhaled. It is a very physically relaxing blend. Calm is perfect for the end of a hectic day to help unwind and relax into the evening. I'm going to go over a couple ingredients now. The first and the main ingredient is Lang Lang. The fragrance is soft, sweet, and erotic. It stimulates the same part of the brain that releases endorphins. People say applying it to the skin to promote relaxation. It can kill bacteria, lower blood pressure, and increase sexual desire. The smell of Lang Lang oil in aromatherapy is used for memory and thinking skills. The next ingredient is sweet orange. Orange is known as the oil of tranquility. Emotionally, orange is an uplifting, antidepressive, and de-stressing essential oil without being a sedative. The next one is rose. Even in highly diluted concentrations, rose oil has a very strong psychological effect. It is a good tonic to the soul. In one study, researchers applied rose oil to the skin of each participant and then measured its effect on the most common symptoms of anxiety: blood pressure, heart rates, breathing rates, cortisol levels, and blood oxygen levels all decreased. The subjects also reported feeling much more relaxed after this oil treatment. One other study showed that over 100 women who were involved in the study that were actively giving birth found that rose oil lowered their anxiety levels during delivery process. The uses of this oil: it is an aromatic. You can bathe in it. You can also use it topically. People with highly sensitive skin may want to dilute it though before applying it directly to the skin. There's quite a few ways to use this. I'll just go over a couple, but one of them is you can mix 10 to 12 drops of Calm with half a cup of pink Himalayan or Dead Sea salt, add it to a warm tub of water, and then relax for a bath before bedtime to promote restful sleep. You can add 10 to 12 drops to a 4 ounce of distilled water in a cobalt blue spray bottle, shake it well, and close your eyes and have it mist around your face and body, and it can create a soothing environment. You can also do this in children's bedrooms and around their beds to help them sleep at night. Another way is you can apply 10 to 15 drops on inner core of a nasal inhaler and inhale it as needed. So this is all I got.
Thanks so much, Jess. What an amazing job you did. Love this oil. And, you know, I gave my testimony on Bucky the other night on how good Calm for Pets is. So this works just as well. Now, I think we have just maybe 2 minutes. If somebody would like to go ahead and share a testimony tonight. Do we have anyone? If you would like to, please unmute or raise your hand or comment in the chat real quick.
Hi, Landy. I've got a testimonial.
All right, perfect. Go ahead. You got the floor.
Hi, everyone. So my name is Megan, and I wanted to speak about the magnesium BeCalm biominerals. I have a lot of experience using a lot of different magnesiums, and I can assure you all this is the best magnesium I've ever used. So I have a history with fibromyalgia, and anybody in the chronic pain or fibromyalgia world, they know about magnesium. So let me tell you, I've taken all the different types of brands, and I actually had ran out of the previous pills that I took. And this was over the winter. I told a story on a recent call about how I was exposed to black mold, which launched me into a fibro flare-up. And as part of that flare-up, I was having debilitating anxiety that was lasting just all day for no reason. And I forgot I had ran out of magnesium. So I ordered the HBN brand for the first time. And within probably like 2 days, a day and a half of taking that under the tongue, the anxiety just melted away, and I had been locked into the anxious state. So that just reminded me how great magnesium is, and ours is a magnesium glycinate for those that are wondering. And another benefit of this magnesium is that you do put it under your tongue. It's absorbed cellularly, so it's not going to have any impact on your digestion or any issues with that. It also helps me with my muscle soreness too, I should add.
Wow, thank you so much, y'all. I love these products, and I love hearing. I could sit here all night and hear about all these wonderful things that our products do, but we need to go ahead and stop the meeting. Thank you again so much, everyone, for getting on. Jump off this call, get right on the BizOp call by Coach Marcus. It's starting right here in a couple of minutes. Thank you so much again. We'll see you same time, same place next week. God bless.